After spending 2 beautiful days in Lithuania's capital Vilnius, I took a short train to Kaunas, the other major city in Lithuania. In this video, I show you the places you have to see, so you can plan your own trip to this beautiful and underrated country. Laisvės alėja is Kaunas' main avenue, a 1.7-kilometer pedestrian street lined with restaurants, trees and cafés. During my stay, it was quite rainy unfortunately, but it sort of added to the charm of the city. The boulevard starts in the old town and leads to the church of St. Michael the Archangel, and walking in its entirety is a must while stopping for a hot beverage on the way. The church of St. Michael the Archangel is one of the city's most striking landmarks. Originally built as an Orthodox church, it was later converted into a Roman Catholic church. Lithuania is especially famous for its forests, and even in major cities you're never far from nature. Just a little outside of Kaunas, we'll visit Pažaislis Monastery and the Kaunas Lagoon. It's easy to reach with bus number 5 that we take to its end in pedestrian. I apologize for my Lithuanian pronunciation, I'm really trying my best. After about 20 minutes walking through a beautiful forest, we reach a monastery. The entry is €10 and lets you visit the main church and the surrounding area, including a small museum. This monastery is one of the most historically significant sites in all of Lithuania. Construction began in 1662 in the Baroque style. It's a complex you'd rather expect to find in Tuscany than in Northern Europe, and that's no coincidence. It was built under the direction of Italian architects, and the interior is richly decorated, with frescoes, marble altars and stucco work, many of which were made by Italian artists. Just like most churches in that region, the Pažaislis Monastery has a moving history. During the Russian Empire, it was turned into an Orthodox church, and during the Soviet era it served various purposes. It's an archive, a psychiatric hospital, and even for the Red Army. Only after Lithuania's independence in 1990, it was returned to its previous owners, who restored it to its former beauty. The complex is not just a religious site, it also hosts many cultural events in the summer. In the small garden in front of the church, we have a small museum dedicated to the history of this incredible place. After leaving the monastery, we'll turn left and walk a bit more to reach the Kaunas Lagoon. This artificial reservoir was created in the 1950s, when the Nemunas River was dammed to build a hydroelectric power plant. It's one of the most popular recreational spots near Kaunas, full of hiking trails, beaches and water sports, so it's a perfect spot in the summer months. However, when I visited in the fall, I also really enjoyed the foliage of the colorful trees. Back in the city, we'll visit one of Kaunas' most important sites, Kaunas Castle. It was built in the mid-14th century, which makes it the oldest stone castle in Lithuania. It was originally built to defend the Grand Duchy of Lithuania against the Teutonic Knights, but was later destroyed and rebuilt several times. A ticket for an adult is €4. You first enter into the basement before heading up to the tower, from where you have a great view of the river and the old town. Kaunas Castle stands at the confluence of the Nemunas and Neris rivers, inside a lovely park, a perfect place for a peaceful walk. Right in the middle of Nemunas River is Nemunas Island, a perfect green space for a walk, bike ride or a picnic in the summer. The Science Island Museum in the center of the island is one of Lithuania's most modern and innovative museums. The old town is filled with colorful buildings, cobblestone streets and cozy cafes. Unfortunately, the town hall, one of its most iconic landmarks, was closed for renovation when I visited, but the area around it is still stunning. Make sure to stroll along Vilnius Street, the oldest in Kaunas, lined with restaurants and small shops that really capture the city's relaxed atmosphere. The Cathedral Basilica of St. Peter and St. Paul looks a little unassuming on the outside, but let's check it out from the inside. It's actually the largest Gothic church in Lithuania, and its interior is far more impressive than you might expect, filled with Baroque and Renaissance details that were added over the centuries. Vilnius and Kaunas are two incredible cities that made my trip to Lithuania really special. I know it's not a country that's on everybody's radar, but the nature, architecture and friendliness of the people should definitely make you curious about visiting. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to subscribe and see you next time.